Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. And Merry Christmas. Welcome, one and all, to our 4:30 multi-generational interactive nativity. We begin our service with a prelude offered by Afton Van Hooser. Thank you so much, Afton. Whether you are joining us tonight online or are here in our sanctuary on Rugby Road, on behalf of our entire congregation, I offer you warm greetings. My name is Reverend Leah Derland Jones, and my pronouns are she and her. And I am delighted that we have gathered for our interactive Nativity Christmas Eve celebration. This sanctuary was built over 70 years ago on the homeland of the Monacan people and was once cared for by enslaved people from Africa and their descendants. We honor all who have dwelt here and all in our congregation whose lives led to this moment of our gathering. It is a gift to create and hold space made sacred by our being together and by the presence of the larger love that surrounds and supports us all. In addition to seating here in our sanctuary, seating is also available in the social hall, where you can watch a live stream of the service. We want you to do whatever it is that you need to do to feel comfortable as we worship together. Many thanks to the folks helping us share worship here and online, our on-site greeters and ushers and hospitality and logistics teams, with special thanks to our AV tech team tonight of Breck and Grant Gastinger, supporting the dual platform worship both online and here on Rugby Road. This evening, we are reliving a familiar story by getting inside of it and making it our own. At the end of the service, we'll sing as we recess to the church's front portico, where we will search the skies for Santa's sleigh. And then everyone is invited to come to the social hall for cider and cookies. And I've been told we will have a special guest visitor. Our interactive nativity service is one that requires extra help and everyone's participation. Caroline, do we have any parts that still need to be claimed tonight?
Available. Nothing to break our flag. So like a last minute part, I still have a shepherd.
Shepherd. Little animals. Camel, a sheep. We need those stars to shine in the sky. So if anybody's feeling like they're ready and they want to do it, there's still opportunities. So you can come see Caroline and she'll help you get into your costume. I want to thank Caroline Hines for serving as our stage manager this evening. And also I thank the Reverend Susan Carlson and Rosemary Rim for helping with costumes and other pageant details. Of course, it is always our joy to have our beloved Scott DeVoe on the piano. He makes this service extra special. And tonight we have the gift of other special seasonal music offered by youth in our congregation. We just heard Afton Van Hooser play, and we will have music from Louisa Schock, as well as Sylvie and Hazel Semmelhack. And I invite Louisa to come forward now and help us imagine a wintry, snow-covered landscape as she offers a piano piece entitled Snowfall. Thank you, Louisa. Is there someone who would like to be our chalice lighter tonight? Oh, let's see. I see Noah and Charlie raising their hands. So you want to do it, Lily? Lily and Noah, you want to come forward and be our chalice lighters tonight? Well, why don't you do that? And as you come forward, I invite everyone to join me in our unison words, which will be projected. We gather this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning in celebration of the life we share together. And then let's do our hand motions. Our hand out flat like the matchbook and our finger is the match. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is a church of open minds. This is a church of helping hands. This is a church of loving hearts. Thank you. And now let us savor a musical duet offered by Sylvie and Hazel Semmelhack entitled Night of Silence, Silent Night.
Cold are the people, winter of life, we tremble in shadows this cold and this night. Frozen in the snow lie roses sleeping, flowers that will echo the sunrise. Fire of hope is our only warmth, weary its flame will be dying soon. Voicing the distance, calling the night, on wind you enfold us, you speak of the light. Gentle on the ear, you whisper softly, rumors of a dawn so embracing. Breathless love awaits darkened souls. Soon will we know of the morning. Spirit among us, shine like the star. Your light that guides shepherds and kings from afar. Shimmer in the sky, so empty, lonely, rising in the warmth of your sun's love. Star and glowing hope, night and day. Spirit, we wait for your loving sun. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Thank you so much, Sylvie and Hazel. In fact, let's just give another round of applause for all of our youth who offered their music tonight. This community offers its love and support to what is closest to our hearts. Another way that we show our care for one another is by sharing our financial gifts with our community and our congregation. Your financial gifts from tonight's offering go to the Minister's Discretionary Fund, a fund that offers assistance to those within our congregation as well as the larger community who are in need of a short-term financial bit of help during a time of difficulty. Your generosity in supporting this fund is greatly appreciated, as this is our shared ministry. Grant and Breck, will you show us the slide for giving, please? During the music that follows, you may choose to make your financial offering by using the text address or going to our website. Here in the sanctuary, the ushers will come through with the offering plates. If you brought donations of new socks or mittens, gloves, hats, or scarves for those in the wider community needing warmth this winter, you are invited to add them to the boxes that will be passed as well. And let us dedicate all of the many gifts we share with one another by saying, we accept your gifts with gratitude. May we use them wisely and for the highest good. And now it is time for the Christmas story. Are you ready? Right. Tonight we are hearing a slightly rewritten version of a beloved ancient tale. We're going to pretend that this story is happening right here, right now. Some of us are going to help tell the story by becoming the characters and using the costumes that were available in the foyer prior to the service. No one needs to worry about making any mistakes as we tell our story. There are no mistakes. This is a story full of beauty and meaning, and we are here to be moved by it once again. And we are also here to have a good time in our beloved community. Our story tells of three powerful wise people and shepherds alike who kneel down before one tiny newborn child. It is a friendly story of a humble family, a baby that is born to them in a stable, shepherds in a starlit field who leave their sheep to go and see the newborn child, and gentle animals who gather round the stable where the baby lies in a manger. So let our story begin. In those days, long, long ago, over 2,000 years ago, a decree went out from the emperor, Caesar Augustus, that all in the world should be registered so that they could pay their taxes. And I see Caesar is here. All the people were required to go to the city or the town where they had been born to register. And I believe Caesar has a special message tonight.
I do. Yes, I'm not wearing a microphone.
That's okay, I'll repeat it for you.
Okay, my message is everyone needs to be counted. Oh, thank you. Everyone should pay your taxes, although in church we say pay your pledges.
That was the message. That's what got him the part tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Caesar.
Good job.
You may.
Okay. Thank you.
So because Caesar wanted everyone to pay their taxes, people were required to go to the city or the town where they had been born to register. And for some people, that meant a very long journey. One of the parents, a carpenter by trade, had to go all the way from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, the city of David that was called Bethlehem. The carpenter went to be registered along with their beloved, the person that they were planning to marry. For the carpenter's beloved was expecting a child. The couple had to travel a long way, and they knew that it would not be easy because the child that they were expecting would be born very soon, and it would be very uncomfortable, both walking and riding on their donkey for such a long journey. But there was nothing that could be done about it. They had to go. So they started on their way, traveling by day and sometimes through the dark nights, which were lit only by bright stars. And I think I see some of those stars shining in our pews. So let's sing our stars as they make their way up to the chancel now so they can shine brightly and light the way. Please rise, embody your spirit, and join in hymn number 246, O Little Town of Bethlehem. While the couple were in Bethlehem, the time came for the baby to be born. But there was no room in the inn, the only place with comfortable beds. So the couple looked everywhere, but the only place they could find was a stable behind the inn where there were horses and cows and pigs and donkeys and a camel. And I believe we have some of these creatures here with us in our sanctuary tonight. Perhaps we have a horse, maybe a mouse, perhaps a camel or a cow. So let's welcome these creatures to our stable as we sing hymn number 243, Jesus our brother, and you may remain seated. All right, animals, you have a big job. You have to get ready. So the animals welcomed the couple into the stable, and the animals were even kind enough to give up their hay-filled manger so the baby could have a bed. And thus, the baby was born in a simple stable, surrounded by animals. Come on forward, Holy Family. The baby was born and wrapped in bands of cloth and placed in the manger. And the animals are welcoming the Holy Family. We're going to pause because it was a long labor. And those of us who have birthed children or witnessed the birth of children know that it is hard work. So let us send all good wishes to Mary and Joseph and the angel and their donkey, because they had come a long way on a very, very difficult journey. And why were they on this journey? Yeah, they had to be counted so that they could pay their taxes. So how do you think it felt to be Joseph? Scary. Yeah. Yeah. Unsure. Tired. But then miraculously, a baby was born. And what a beautiful baby with a full head of hair it was. Now, in that region, there were shepherds in the fields, keeping watch over their flocks by night. And I think we have some shepherds among us this evening, and hopefully some little sheep. So if they would gather near Caroline in the center aisle, and as they assemble, let us sing to them hymn number 231, Angels We Have Heard on High. Please rise in body or spirit. Thank you. You may be seated. I believe that we have some angels in the house tonight, and Caroline is going to invite those angels to come up here in front of the pulpit. She is going to give the microphone to one of the angels. And in a minute, the angels are going to need to have a word with the shepherds, but they need to come forward first. And the little angels are going to stay up here, but the big angel is going to fly over to those shepherds in the field. And this angel stood before them, and she was truly magnificent. Let's see you, angel, be truly magnificent.
Do not be afraid, for I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a child wrapped in bands of cloth and lying in a manger.
And little angels, it's your turn to fly right up to the shepherds. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of angels. And the angels were saying,
Glory to the God.
Glory to the God in the
Highest
heavens and on earth, people, peace, goodwill among all people everywhere.
Then the angels left the shepherds and they seemed to go right up into the heavens. Okay, angels fly right up here next to our stars on the chancel. And stars, are you shining brightly so the angels can come and be with you? And then the shepherds who had seen and experienced all of that said to one another,
You can read it right now.
Okay.
they were so awestruck, it took them a minute to find their words.
Let us now go to Bethlehem to see this thing that has taken place, which has been made known to us.
Yes. So the shepherds went quickly to Bethlehem with their sheep. Here they come. Here come those shepherds. Here come those sheep. All right, let's make room for the shepherds and the sheep to come and see this baby. All right, let's make room for everybody up here. This is a big stable. There's room for all. So the shepherds went quickly to Bethlehem with their sheep, and there they found the Holy Family with the child lying in the manger, just as the angel had said it would be. And when the shepherds saw this, they told everyone what the angel had said to them about this newborn child. And everyone who heard this story was amazed. Let's hear your amazement. Very nice. And the parents, Mary and Joseph, kept all these things and treasured them in their hearts. And so the shepherds and the sheep knelt too around the manger, glorifying and praising God for all the wonders that they had heard and seen as it had been told to them. And after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, there were 3 wise persons who were kings from the far east who came to Jerusalem. And I think that they might be here with us tonight also. And I think that we also have a special star amongst us. So I would invite the wise people and their star to gather in the middle of the center aisle with Caroline, with the star leading the wise people towards the manger scene. And let us welcome them all by singing the 1st and the 4th verses. So you can go really slow, Star, because we want to sing to you of We 3 Kings. Please remain seated. Born in Bethlehem, the three wise persons who were kings came to Jerusalem, and these wise persons asked,
Is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we observe the star in the sky, and we came to praise him and bring him gifts.
The wise persons learned from the king about a prophecy which had been spoken long ago that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. And so the wise persons set out for Bethlehem, and there ahead of them went the star and that they had seen when it first appeared in the east. And the wise persons had followed the star until it stopped over the stable where the newborn child was lying in the manger. And wise people, I'm going to invite you to come and be right here in the middle of the red carpet and bow down, facing Joseph and Mary and baby, as you're offering your gifts. And you guys can bow down and offer your gifts. And then when the wise persons saw where the star had led them, they were overwhelmed with joy. And they entered into the stable. There they saw the Holy Family. They bowed down to honor them, and they opened their bags, and they brought out the gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh, which they had brought with them. Thank you, wise people. I'm going to invite you to turn around, and I'm going to invite everybody to kind of scrunch together because you now are going to form the tableau of our scene. So let's make room for everybody because there might want to be some pictures taken of this beautiful cast. And now that we have gathered our whole cast of characters, let us pause and fully take in this scene as we sing together hymn number 251, Silent Night. You may remain seated. It is a special night with stars and angels and shepherds and many animals, and they are all witnesses to a special birth and a beautiful family. No doubt the birth of Jesus over 2,000 years ago looked a little different from this. No doubt our beautiful sanctuary is a little finer than the small, humble stable of the story. But the love and the mystery and the wonder that we see here is no different from the wonder that there was at the time of Jesus' birth. As we extinguish the flame of our chalice this night, we do not extinguish the light that we carry within us. May the light in our hearts shine brightly now and the entire holiday season and into the new year, reminding each of us of our place in the human family and of the love that connects and sustains us all. Let us celebrate the love and the wonder around us by singing joy to the world as we recess to go and look for Santa's sleigh.